might be crazy. I might be an alien. I don't know yet. Like to, you know what? Forget that. Forget that. I always want to make sure I stay true to myself. And when I say this,
I've tried to be what someone else thought of me. So caught up, I was unable to achieve. But deep in my heart, the answer, it wasn't me.
hey you guys, welcome back to Patty's panel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for coming back to support me here at the panel. My name is Patty, if you did not know. If you like what you see here today, please like, comment, and subscribe. So today's video is a part 2, get to know me. I have some questions here on my handy dandy phone that I will be looking at to reference. So if you see me looking at the phone, just know that I'm looking at the questions. If you have not, please go watch part 1. That you will see some other questions that I have went through just to help you guys get to know. I want you guys to know who I am deep down inside as well. So if you haven't, watch part 1. It's gonna be in either or corner. And then you guys can watch this one. So go watch that one, then come back and watch this one. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, you guys, hey, what's good? What's good? I feel like I have not sat down and just talked to you guys in a minute. Let's get started with question number 1 is, what do you wish more people understood about you? So I wish more people understood that, like, I'm very sensitive and I'm very private about being sensitive. Like, I tell people all the time that I'm sensitive because it's really true. My feelings get hurt really easily. I take things very personal, and these are all things I'm trying to work on, but I take things personal. You know, I really am observant and I pay attention to people's actions towards me. I pay attention to what people say towards me. If you say something out of the ordinary, or if you're trying to be funny, or you're trying to be sneaky, or you know, whatever the case, and I pick up on that aura, I pick up on that energy, I pick up on that through your actions, it hurts my feelings. You know, I try to treat people with the utmost respect. I try to treat people how I would want to be treated. So when I feel like I'm not getting that back in return, it hurts my feelings, because, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect, I'm just the greatest person in the world, because I'm not. But I will say this, I do try my best to be a good person. I do try my best to treat people how I want to be treated, and that's with the utmost respect, that's with kindness, that's with compassion, that's with grace. And when people don't treat me the same way, you know, it really does hurt my feelings. I'm just a very observant person. I pay attention to everything. If something is a little off, I'm picking up on that energy, I'm picking up on that aura. You know, lately I've been praying for discernment. Y'all, I learned what discernment was and I ran with it. I want discernment, you know, from everything. I want to be able to discern good and bad, you know, things that are for me, not for me, everything under the sun. So I'm very sensitive, I'm very observant, and I'm very aware of my surroundings. Say, like, a lot of the times I'm just so nonchalant and I'm just so like, I'm chilling, I'm quiet. So I think people mistake that for me just being like off in the wind. No, I'm paying attention to you. I have caught on to so many things because I'm paying attention. Like, so that's what I want people to understand about me. I'm very intelligent, I'm very aware, and you know what I'm saying? I'm watching you. Number 2, what area of your life would you like to improve? One thing in particular, and I've been really thinking about it lately, is my mindset. It's very easy for me to kind of get into a negative place of mind. I just start to think of the worst, And I hate that because like I'm really trying to, like, seriously, I'm trying to change my way of thinking. I'm trying to reprogram my brain to think of the best thing possible that could happen in a situation, because I know that your mind and your thoughts have so much power over you. And I have definitely seen the consequences of me thinking negatively and how it just, nothing could even happen, and I'm just so down and I'm just so out and I'm just so over everything. And in reality, nothing has even happened yet, but I have created all these scenarios, all these situations, all the things that could possibly go wrong. But when you think positively, it's just like, I attract good things, I attract good energy, I attract all the positivity. Great news, these are all the beautiful possible things that could happen today, and I claim it into my life. And that's the way I'm trying to live my life. Because I'm trying to change this mindset, because it really will set you up for either success or failure. And it really does start with your mind. It's all in your mind. What is something you've been thinking about lately? I've been thinking about, where I am in life. I'm 26 years old. I've been 26 now for a few months. 30. I don't feel like that. I feel like there's people in my life, however, that's what I've been thinking about. I feel like there's people in my life that like to remind me that I'm getting older. And I know that, like, I know how old I am. I know that I'm only getting older. I know I'm not going backwards. I know it's only up from here. People in my life like to remind me, I know my circumstances. I know that I'm single. I know that I don't have kids. And I know I'm approaching those age ranges where people are getting married, people are having kids, people are in serious relationships. And if we're being honest, none of those are my reality right now. But honestly, let me get comfortable. I'm completely happy with where I am in my life. I don't feel like anything's wrong with me. Yes, I can improve so many things about me, but I don't think it makes me any less desirable. I don't think it makes me any less of a beautiful person that someone would want to be with. If anything, I think I'm a catch. I think that people are missing out on me. But I was listening to this sermon not too long ago, and it was talking about how God will keep you for the right timing, trusting God's timing, and God will keep you. I was also talking to another friend of mine, and sometimes it gets discouraging, especially when you have people around you that are dating, you have people around you that are in serious relationships. I'm saying, like, I welcome love. I welcome genuine love into my life. I welcome it. I really am good. I'm so secure in myself. I'm so secure in the person that I am that I don't feel no way. Like, I really truly feel like if it's meant to be for me, it will be. I might be crazy. I might be an alien. I don't know yet. Where I am in life right now, I'm not pressing any of those things. I don't feel like I'm missing out without any of those things right now. Like I said, it's very subject to change as I get older and as I settle down more into who I am. But I think it's important to be secure into yourself. You know what you want out of life. I think we're so used to what everyone else wants for us that we lose sight of what we want for ourselves. And that's what I want my mindset to also be. Hey, you guys. Editing Patty here. I just wanted to take a moment and make sure I'm crystal clear with what I'm saying. I know the message can be lost in everything that I'm saying, but listen real good. I am working on being very intentional and trusting in God's timing with everything that I do in my life right now. I'm just at a point where I don't have time to waste. And I'm also at a point where I'm not looking to be discouraged. I'm not looking to feel down and out. I'm not looking to feel without because I don't have things that others may have at this point in my life. I want to trust in God's timing because time and time again, it has proved that that is the best timing. And I just want to be intentional. I want to be intentional about the time that I spend doing whatever I do, time that I spend giving people that I'm dating, time that I spend, and career choices that I make, trusting God's timing and being intentional. I feel like as long as I'm doing those things, then everything will work out the way it's supposed to, when it is supposed to. I'm not on anyone else's timing. So when other people kind of kick in and kind of make the assumption like they think I'm late, maybe I am a late bloomer. Trusting God's timing. That's what I'm working on at this point in my life. Being intentional about everything I do and trusting God's timing. In the meantime, I'm very happy with who I am. I feel like if you're not happy within yourself, why are you even trying to find outward sources anyway? So that's all I wanted to say. I'm very happy and I welcome a lot of amazing things in my life. I really want the career. I want the husband. I want the kids. I want all those beautiful things when the time is right, Whenever that is, I trust and have faith that it will come. And that's it. And that's all. And I don't want to ever feel like I'm being pressured or that, people think something's wrong with me because it hasn't happened for me. I definitely don't think that way. And that's really the whole message that I was trying to say. So I hope that's very crystal clear. I'm happy. And as long as I'm happy and working on myself, I know that everything will work out the way it is supposed to. So intention and God's timing. I hope that's clear to you guys. I hope I made that nice and clear. If not, this is what this is for. So I love you guys. Back into the video. I always want to make sure I stay true to myself. And when I say this, I want to know what I want for me, because it's so easy for your mom, for your dad, for your sister, for your cousin, for your best friend to get all up in your head that you lose sight of what you even wanted. You forget what you even wanted. You don't even know what you even wanted because so many people's opinions have now misconstrued your original desire for your life. And I don't want that. I always want to stay true to me. So that's what's been on my mind lately. Long, drawn out answer, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Stay true to you. Stay true to what you want out of your life. If you want, give people grace. Give yourself grace. And let it be. Y'all, and last but not least, what is your definition of success? So, I was thinking about this question. And although I don't really have an distinct answer for what is success, I have an idea. I have a vision. I have what I feel like success would look for me. And it has different looks to it. Like, it doesn't have one distinct look for me. I know what success and happiness would look like for me, but if we're just talking success period, it has different views. I'll get back to that point. I want to talk about how is in the society that I live in has made it that way, so hyper focused on accomplishments and success. I am a very success driven type of person, I have goals, I have things I want to accomplish, and that's just how it is. Tied to our accomplishments, like your accomplishments make you who you are. A lot of the questions that people ask you when they first meet you is, what career do you have? Where did you go to school? What do you do for a living? What do you want to do when you get out of school? When you meet a lot of elders, a lot of them are asking you, how's school? What are you going to do after school? Those type of questions. It's like, those questions are great and all, but it just shows how deeply tied we are to people and their accomplishments. How are you doing? Is your mental health okay? Do you feel like today, like, those are questions I want people to start asking. People always are asking me, how's work? How's work? How's work? Work is work. You know what I'm saying? How's school? School be schooling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so deeply tied to our accomplishments that it kind of makes me frustrated sometimes, because it's like if you don't have accomplishments, if you don't have a career, if you don't have these things going on, then you're pretty much worthless, and you pretty much, you know what I'm saying, who are you? Nobody. Makes it feel like you have to be going for something. You have to be in grind mode 24/7. You have to have the most top-notch career. You need to be in school. You need to be doing something all the time. Much pressure. It's so daunting. It's so overwhelming. It's so tiring. It's so exhausting to know that, you know, without these things, people pretty much look at you like, what, who, why, what are you doing, why aren't you doing, you know. Hey you guys, I'm back. So let me make sure this is crystal clear as well. What I'm trying to say is, I personally feel like goals and accomplishments and always improving yourself and your circumstance is very important. I don't really believe in being stagnant. You know, me personally, I always feel like, you know, there can be better and what's next. What I'm really trying to say is, we as a society need to put how are you doing? How are you feeling? How is your mental health? What's been going on lately? You know, how do you feel like these things can improve? You know, what resources do you need? Those type of questions need to be put forth before, what are you doing in school? What are you studying in school? How's work? You know, what's next for you? Although those are great questions, they get overwhelming, they get daunting, because some people are still trying to figure their life out. Some people are not in the headspace of thinking about what next. They're honestly just trying to go by day to day, you know, as healthy as they mentally can, because life can be overwhelming sometimes. I think, you know, all of us always leading with how's work, how's school, you know, those type of accomplishment based questions need to reverse it, switch it, you know, backspace it, rewind, and talk about how are you feeling? You know what? How's your mental health? You know, there's so many people with mental health problems that us talking about work and school and all of those things are great, and, you know, they're important, you know, to certain individuals, but not to everybody. Everyone doesn't want to go to school. Everyone doesn't care to talk about work all the time, but everyone has mental health. We all have health. We all have things that we're going through internally as well as externally, and I feel like those should be the base of our conversations, and then we can get to work and school and accomplishments later, because I like those conversations sometimes, but trust me, I wish people would ask me, how are you doing, how are you feeling, and how's your mental health, before they ask me how is work, before they ask me if I'm going back to school, and so on and so forth. So that's all I was trying to say. Let's prioritize asking people how are you doing before we ask them about all those other things. And I feel like, you know, things would be so much better, in my opinion. That's all I had to say. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Like, bro, sometimes people just want to live their life. I don't always want to talk about work. I don't always want to talk about school. I don't always want to talk about what I want to be doing in 5 years. Like, those are important questions. I completely understand. But it just makes it seem like if I don't have, you know, a great career, or if I don't have, you know, all the degrees in the world, that I'm no one and I'm nobody, or I'm worthless. And, you know, that's so scary to me, for lack of better wording, because people are worth way more than their accomplishments. You know, you can't just size someone up because of a degree they may have or the school they went to. You know, it's kind of scary to me that that's how we identify people. I don't know. You know, success is very individualized. You know, it's what you feel like success looks like to you. And you know, me personally, because of society and just who I am as a person, you know, I have goals and I'm trying to do big things, let's be honest. But the way that society will pressure you into, if you don't got, then you ain't nothing, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. But you know, let's answer the question. Success, you know, success for me looks like being happy. I want to be happy. First and foremost, I want to be happy and at peace. That's what success will like for me. Number one, to be financially free and financially literate. You know, I don't want to feel like I have to be clocked in. I have to be sitting on the clock. I have to be literally working to be making money. You know what I'm saying? I want multiple streams of income. That's success for me. I want to be financially literate. You know what I'm saying? I don't only want money, I want to know what to do with my money. I want to know about Roth IRA. I want to know about investments. I want to know about you know, investing for my now, investing for my future. I want to know about smart saving, not only just letting my money sit and collect dust and lose its value, but I want to learn how to allow my money to make me more money. I want to learn all those things. So I want to have money, and I don't always want to have to be on the clock. I don't always want to have to be there to make money. I want to be literate and know how to invest and spend my money wisely, and make my money make more money. I want to be free. I want to not have to ask to take a vacation, not have to ask to have time off, not have to ask to go to a doctor's appointment. I want to be free. That is what success looks like to me. Freedom. Freedom in every sense of the word. Freedom to go to Puerto Rico tomorrow if I got it. Freedom to spend my money how I choose. Freedom to do as I please when I please, because I got it like that and it's coming from various places. Freedom to choose what is happiness and what is best for me at that moment. Freedom to do as I please, when I please, how I want to do it, you know what I'm saying, without asking someone else to live my life. And freedom to help other people, because there's no limits, you know what I'm saying, there's no limits. There ain't no limit, ain't no cap, baby. I don't want no cap. You know what I'm saying, when it flows to me endlessly and abundantly, you know what I'm saying, there's no cap. So I can help people how I please, I can do as I please, and you know, I'm free. To be free and to be happy is what I consider success. Yeah, you know, money is not everything. I know we tie success and money hand in hand, and I'm one of those people, let's be honest. But like I said, happiness and freedom as well is super important to me. Money is not everything. It's really not, because money cannot buy you happiness. I know a lot of people say, you know what I'm saying, I'll be happy with some money, and yes, you will. But I am a firm believer that money does not buy you happiness in any shape or form. It will buy you things. It can buy you experiences. It can buy you circumstances, and all those things are good, and all those things can make you happy. But money itself will not make you happy. Them dollars, them physical dollars will not make you happy. Truly, freedom and happiness and peace are number 1 and 2 and 3, and money too, you know what I'm saying? That's what I consider success. All right, you guys, it has been a great time here at the panel. Thank you guys so much for listening to my part 2 of my get to know me. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about me. I'm going to be doing these periodically just so you guys can get to know me more, and so you guys can see the evolution of my mindset and my progress and me as a human being inside. You know, I allow myself grace to grow and change my mind. You know, some things that I said today in today's video may be, you know, completely a different way way of how I feel and how I think in the future. And I give myself grace to do that. And I hope you guys give yourself grace and give me grace as well as we navigate life and find out who we are, what we like, what we're about, and you know, what our purpose here in our time in this life. So it has been a great time at the panel. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It has been a great time, and I can't wait to talk to you guys later.